The latest news, updates, and more from the world of health and medicine. This is Medical Minutes.
The ever-expanding work to tackle Alzheimer's disease. News 8's Lena Pringle reports on the connections researchers are making that could create hope for a cure down the road.
More than 6 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's disease. By 2050, that number is expected to more than double. Now, researchers are working to identify some risk factors for the mysterious disease. Alzheimer's disease is both devastating and deadly. In fact, it's the sixth leading cause of death in the U.S. One of the biggest problems doctors face is that symptoms typically don't appear until the disease has progressed.
We know now that the process of Alzheimer's disease begins in the brain well more than a decade before people get symptoms.
That's why researchers are trying to better identify those at risk for Alzheimer's. A recent study found people who develop infections like herpes simplex virus type 1 or cytomegalovirus in mid and late life are more likely to suffer from Alzheimer's and other dementias. Other research found people who had viral encephalitis, which is essentially inflammation of the brain caused by a virus, were at least 20 times more likely to be diagnosed with Alzheimer's than those who didn't have the condition. Some of the latest research also suggests other possible risk factors include having a head injury, experiencing hearing loss, heart disease, untreated depression, and living in social isolation. Recognizing these factors could help doctors spot the disease earlier, which is key for a better outcome.
If we can catch this, nip it in the bud before people have symptoms, maybe that's the way we really cure Alzheimer's disease.
Researchers say age is the single most important risk factor when it comes to Alzheimer's. The likelihood of developing it doubles every 5 years after you turn 65. But about 1 in 20 people have early onset and are younger than 65.
This is the Medical Minutes Podcast. Be informed and stay connected for the latest news and information when you like, subscribe, and follow this podcast. And discover even more from the All Indiana Podcast Network. Now at allindianapodcast.com.